Au propre comme au figuré, un géant de la batterie, j'ai nommé John J.R. Robinson, sur le stand Paiste.
You guys are probably really familiar with the modern essentials that already exist, and you can hear it's 24 ride here. Whenever I play it, anywhere on the cymbal, here, no matter where I hit it on the cymbal, it's perfectly even. I'm not plagued by these nodal points. I don't hear them. Yet at the same time, you get a different characteristic, whether it's towards the edge or the middle or towards the bell, but you hear the evenness in the cymbal. Okay, so. Really even. Even build, never gets away. Even if I do that, you hear every note. I have this. This is great. Case closed. Do it again. God, that's pretty.
Do it again.
Do it. 17, which compared to a lot of these cymbals that are so large here, you know, you look at a 17 and it seems small. And often you'll notice that a smaller cymbal like that can often have these sort of, they sound like oversized splash cymbals sometimes, but not these. They have the same sound characteristics of richness and sort of warmth and controllability without having that sort of compacted sound like an oversized splash cymbal. There's none of that in these. Terms of timbre, volume. That's a tough thing to do. Look at that. Pretty incredible. That's crazy. That's crazy. In order to get this sort of dark-ish sound that we all know and love, and that achieves a certain characteristic that a lot of us look for various reasons. These things cymbals, to me, are another great example of everything that, to me, is embodied, that I was talking about in this line of cymbals, but really, it's pretty obvious when you hear this sound. A lot of us could say, oh yes, that. Meaning that, you know, it's sort of in a idiomatically in a sort of thing that we're looking for a specific thing, you know, like dark jazz sort of playing or whatever. But you can hear these cymbals have this kind of this thin kind of, you hear the thinness in them. That just sort of adds another kind of dimension to the transparency. But the amazing thing is that most of the time, cymbals of this ilk are so trashy that in a size like a 17, if I was looking for something like this in a 17, I probably wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't go near it. Just because I would think, well, it's just going to sound like some cheap little, it's too hard to pull off, you know? It's going to sound too cheesy, too trashy. Again, not here. All those great characteristics of evenness, consistency, darkness, a certain amount of kind of trash, but not too much, is all in there, you know? These cymbals would definitely, again, are perfectly interchangeable, I think, with anything else in the line, but would lend themselves to lighter playing, I think. That's all you need to do. You just hit them with your fingertips. And there they are. You can hear them offset against the Modern Essentials 17 and 19. His Masters 17. Paiste for these amazing instruments.
You know, when you make great cymbals, how do you perfect perfection? There's always innovation within this company, in this family, and it's come from from Eric and Christian and all these guys that have worked. Robert Paiste came up with the signature line, which was sort of the next run of a family from the Paiste 2002s. In between, we had a various mixture of sound creations and various other alloys. But what I'm here to show today is the Black Label 2002's Big Beats. Now, you know, you're going to go, well, where can you, you know, the original 2002, how can you, you know, enhance that perfection? Well, they've gone and done it again. Haven't they? Over here, we've got a wonderful selection of what I call the Black Label Big Beats. Now, the reason we put the Black Label on it, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Paiste, is to distinguish it for everybody to see it's not a red 2002. And also, you will notice the finish on this cymbal, it's definitely not a red 2002. Now, it's got a kind of a, more of an earthy look to it. It's not as shiny. And some of you like your cymbals shiny, don't we? Right? Now, they've done a lovely new hammering technique to this cymbal. And it's, again, how the innovations come out of this company. It is an innovation company. I cannot believe how these wonderful sounds they keep going. Well, we've got another sound for you, Nick. What do you, well, as Vinnie says, you can mix and match these cymbals. I'd have a hard time probably playing some of these because they wouldn't last too long. Because I use my drumstick fat end out because I'm anal. There is a left and a right drumstick. Right. But anyway, they come along and we've got a 24-inch, we've got a 22-inch, we have a 21, actually 22 the Avenue, we have a beautiful 20, and over here we have a 19, and up here there's an 18. Where's the 17 gone? Is that it? Oh no, it doesn't go to 17, does it? Right, would you like to hear this one? Now, this is not designated as a ride, it's like a multi-purpose cymbal, so you can actually crash it. is there's a sort of mysterious darkness to them, yet they have the characteristics of the 2002, but a little bit more down this end. And I think they've got a very nice bottom end, don't you? They've got this lovely characteristic. I mean, there's, you know, you've got the lovely stick, you can, you know, you can ride it. Often forget the 18 at the back. The nice thing about these cymbals is the new generations of drummers, they tend to like a bit more trashy riding of crash cymbals. And this cymbal is ideal really for that. I mean, you don't want to be riding on a 2000 because it's a little brighter. You know, you want a little bit more bottom characteristic, mid down to the nice bottom end. Of course, before I go any further, I forgot about these babies. These are the pairs. These are the pairs of the hooligans. There's a 16 and a that's a 16. Let's get my sizes right here. That's what she said last night.
Ooh.
So we've got a 16 I out here and a 15. And as you notice, characteristically, the 2002s had a sound edge, but we've got nice straight edges here. Shall we have a listen to them? Anything else? You want to have a little listen to these ones again up here? You do? What would you like to hear first? 18? This one? Yeah. This is a cracker, isn't it? Let's start it right on the edge first. Has a nice build. Once it gets there, it don't go anywhere else. It just stays there. And the nice thing, as I said, the character of the cymbals are, they're not designated 24 ride, 22 ride. It's a big beat. It's a very versatile cymbal. It's, I think, more away from perhaps these 602s, because these are, somebody asked what kind of cymbals Vinnie would choose. And he's, you know, whatever kind of session you're going to play. For me, I play in a heavy rock band. I don't do sessions. Not anymore. So my cymbal setup is characteristic for me. And so I use a heavier, a harder cymbal. This is, if I wasn't on the signature line, these are where I'd be going. These would be within my family of cymbals. In fact, you know, the great thing is that they are so, okay. Beautiful note separation, even between the 1 inch increment. You know. Out of the way! Tune.
It is.
Yeah, you know, and this is such a beautiful family. So, okay, anything else? Anybody like to hear anything else on this lot before we go to the double bubbles down here? No? 15, I have. Immediately, trash. It's got a really characteristically 2002 sound edge hi-hats, a lot of crisp. It's got a lovely crisp chip. You know, it's quite deep. It's a 15 inch, so we're going to have a lower note. Oh! No, I don't think so.
And we're calling it, it's the Mellow Ride, and this is a 20-inch ride, and he's got his logo, and I'm not sure who did the logo, but it's fantastic. And Johnny, It's ridiculous. But and this is like, I'm going to just start out even, and boy, you are in a hot spot, my dear.
Yeah, there, dude.
And I am addicted to recording studios, I'll be honest. I have to go to Recording Anonymous. So every time I hear a new Paiste cymbal or an old Paiste cymbal, I go, what would a mic be like on it?
Yeah, no kidding.
And I realize that it's as our ears are on it. So the question that was asked Vinnie earlier is, so are you guys playing different stuff live? And I go, we are not. We are playing the same stuff we do in the studio. So getting back to Andre's cymbal. Got a beautiful, delicate approach with an amazing rebound and feel. Cymbal with a you know with a like a AKG 452 on it or something. It's really nice. It doesn't have that much of a wash either. It's washing, but you can still hear the ping definition. And I always look for that in ride cymbals. I love this cymbal. I always listen to a hi-hat cymbal. I mean, if I can get a good chick with no airlock, and I didn't even adjust anything yet, and plus I'm standing over it, but